Welcome to the Editor's Note Comics Podcast.
I think that this world, it needs men that are willing to make the hard call.
Central Maine's best comics podcast, by default.
Ain't no thing like me except me.
Here are your hosts, Zach and Jared.
Maps come with me. No. When do we start?
Welcome back. The world's a terrible place, and let's just do this show to distract you for like an hour.
Wow, that's a really dour opening.
You know what the downside is of being my own boss?
What?
I can occasionally fall down a rabbit hole and no one can tell me not to during my working day.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Some days I should avoid the internet.
You probably really should. Well, we're glad you're back. I'm glad you're back. I'm other guy. That's Zach.
I feel informed but sad.
Oh, I've had football to distract me this week, which is nice.
High school football, not...
Yeah, high school football. Coaching, yes.
Not adult football.
Double
yet.
sessions. No, adult football is still in preseason form as well. But I've had practices to keep me occupied and otherwise disposed away from the trials and tribulations of the quote-unquote real world.
So let's talk about the fake world, I guess.
Well, no, how was your weekend? You had a home improvement project.
Oh, I have a bathroom fan now. It's very effective. It sucks out moisture really well.
Moisture and leftover bathroom stench from when you maybe have some moments of repose on the can.
Well, I appreciate that it projects a, loud fan noise. Gives more privacy.
Oh, more privacy? Yeah, but does it extract the odor efficiently?
One would assume.
Oh, you haven't put that aspect of it to the test?
I don't really care.
I mean, how long of a project was it? How long did it take you to do it?
8 hours.
That's a long day.
I did not do it alone.
Well, I know that.
I
Are you happy with it?
Oh, yeah, it's great. It's very effective.
Good.
Good use of a Sunday.
That was a very excellent job.
Improving my house so by the time the mortgage is paid off, it will be finally up to where it should be, and I can sell it, I guess. Or die, one or the other.
One end or the other.
You have a credit card now.
I do have a credit card now, yes.
You're finally starting to get a credit score.
I'm starting to be an adult.
You have a terrible credit score. Do you know how that's how it works? Like, by having no credit, you have bad credit?
Yes, I'm aware.
And now you're building it.
I'm building it.
I guess that's all I have to say about that.
No, thank you for letting people know a little insight into my financial life.
Would you like to read off your credit card number, expiration date, maybe that 3-number code on the back?
The CSV or something, whatever. No, I'm not going to do that.
You could.
I could. There's a lot of things I could do. But I'm not going to do them because I know better.
I'm 2.
You're 2?
I'm a 2-year-old now.
The store is 2. You're not 2. The store is 2. You act like you're 2.
You know what's sad? I didn't even know what happened. I just saw a thing on Facebook. I'm like, oh!
Was it like one of those like memories?
Yeah.
2 years ago today, you were starting a store.
Yeah, I was like, oh, no kidding.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was, I didn't think it was for a few more days.
Wow, well, 2 years.
Who knew?
Mazel tov.
I felt
L'chaim.
like I should really know that date. I didn't even know what it was.
So you're already setting good precedent for your marriage. You forgot the anniversary of your store. You're probably going to give it You didn't forget your wedding anniversary this year, so you had that going for you. But I feel like within 1 year, you shouldn't forget the wedding date.
We'll see, because I'm apparently terrible with them.
Well, you remember my birthday. That's most important.
October 20th.
No, October 22nd.
I was really close.
You're December 28th.
It's Mike.
Oh, Mike's December. You're the 18th?
Not even close.
You're in February, aren't you?
Yeah, you've identified a month.
February 13th.
You're also 2 days off, so you got nothing on me.
Damn it. All right, well.
No, you need to start planning your birthday soon.
I do need to start planning my birthday soon. All right, well.
I guess this is... No one cares.
No, nobody does.
I hope you care, whatever.
I do care about my birthday.
I know you care about your birthday. I mean, everyone else.
I hope the people listening care.
Send us presents over Patreon.
There's no us in the Patreon presents. That's all to you.
Believe me, the Patreon has helped.
Yes, we love the Patreon.
It is probably more than I'd care to admit.
We'll talk more about Patreon later on in the show and how you can become a Patreon member. But right now...
I guess we have news.
We have news.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
It's time for the news.
We have a lot of news, or maybe we don't. Maybe it just looks like a lot of news.
It's a standard fare.
Avengers 4 has begun filming.
Makes sense. They're already all there for the third one.
Yeah, that just wrapped. They really went like one right into the other.
Might as well. You have them all there, and Probably leads credence to the fact that the movies are going to blend right together.
Yeah, I mean, it is probably easier if you can have people under contract for just like block off
A
X
year of
amount
your time, yeah.
because we're going to use the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, not a lot of news there. It's just more of like they're all ready gunning.
Same director, right?
Directors.
Same directors. Oh, it's the
brothers.
The brothers,
the
yeah.
Russos.
Yeah.
I didn't talk about it on the show, but I did end up, because it was tweeted at me, watching the Avengers 3 trailer that was at Comic-Con. It's kind of like I never saw it. There were so many woos, and it was like someone who had like their cell phone down by their hip, like aiming it at the screen. I was like, yeah, I can kind of tell what's happening, maybe, sort of.
We'll get that trailer soon enough.
But they did open, and I'm not going to talk about the trailer for the most part, but they did open with a thing. I'm like, really? Again? The trailer opens with Thor being hit in a comedic fashion. I'm like, didn't we do this enough in the first Thor?
Never enough.
Stop hitting Thor funny.
Thor always gets hit funny.
I know, that's literally his thing. The trailer opened up with Thor being hit in a funny way.
Does he still have his short haircut?
Yes.
Oh, good for him. There was an article saying that Chris Hemsworth called it liberating to not have the long hair as Thor anymore.
Let's tackle the Justice League, because there was a lot of Justice League news this week.
Yes, please give me the Justice League news.
Let's start with the first cut of the movie, and I'm not going to say this is official confirmed news. I think it was Slash Film that got this out. Someone did. But the rumor is the first cut of the movie, and this is their word, not mine, unwatchable.
How are they messing this up so bad?
Then Miles Dyson, whatever the actor's real name is, we just know him as Miles Dyson.
Okay.
From Terminator 2.
Yes.
He came back and said that a lot of the reshoot scenes were all about trying to make...
The movie watchable?
Yeah, it's one of them. But a tone change for Cyborg, doing a lot of focus on that character and trying to lighten it up a lot and make him a more engaging character. I don't really know this actor. He's mostly a Broadway guy, so I really know nothing about his abilities.
He's playing Cyborg.
We'll see it when it happens on screen, I guess.
If it's watchable.
Yeah. But the other rumor is that the entire third act has been scrapped.
Really?
And it was supposed to all be leading to like a showdown with Darkseid at the end. Except that the idea was, well, the main villain throughout the rest of it was Steppenwolf, and there wasn't enough built up to him. It was just, a big gray CG character shrouded in flame and smoke, like every other villain they've done in DC movies, and the idea was to try and flesh him out more fully.
You mean like Hades in Wonder Woman?
Ares, but yeah.
Ares, Hades. Same thing.
Doomsday.
Yeah.
Enchantress, like in Suicide Squad. Yeah, so the idea was that Darkseid is being scrapped and saved for later, and they're going to fully build around Steppenwolf, which also means totally reshooting the third act. So this is just my math at this point, and not coming from anyone else, but if they're reshooting the whole third act, and Whedon's been doing all these other reshoots for tonal changes and character moments, it sounds like he's reshooting about 40% of the movie.
Which really sounds like he's going to get co-director status.
I don't think he's not going to have enough percentage to do it.
Wow.
And Ben Affleck also spoke this week, and this was something that surprised me, because I assumed when Whedon came on, and there was stuff that came out right afterwards, they're like, it's still, Zack Snyder's movie, his story. This is just tweaking things. But Ben Affleck came out this week, and he said, it's really interesting working with two directors who have very different visions.
Okay.
That's an interesting thing to say.
Do you think the two conflicting styles might be what's causing the film to feel very disjointed and hard to watch?
I don't even know well, the problem was saying that the first cut is unwatchable. It's unclear if that's just pure Snyder or if that was a combination of the two.
Fair enough.
I don't know what that first cut actually means. It could be either one.
This is not good news for the flagship movie for DC.
I mean, I was actually really surprised that they were talking about reshooting the whole third act, because I assumed going into this, the hardest stuff the stuff that takes the most time just with post and visual effects is going to be your action sequences. You can film the character moments a lot cheaper and a lot faster, but they're already spending they say $25 million, so it's probably more. At least $2 million of that is going into removing Henry Cavill's mustache.
Mustache Gate has reared its ugly head yet again.
I don't know. I want this to be good.
I find you saying that on a weekly basis about something DC, something Fox.
I do. I really do want it to be good.
What does that say to you if you look at it objectively, and your general response to a Marvel movie is I'm excited, this is going to be great, and then your response a DC Fox movie is, man, I just hope it doesn't suck.
I know.
Is that not accurate?
I mean, we saw something like this last year. Rogue One had massive reshoots. They had a second, I forget the guy's name.
No, I don't.
There was that second director who came in and reshot. Like, rumor has like about 30-35%
That's
of
one of
the
the
movie.
best. That's a great movie.
And Rogue, oof, boy, that was gross.
What was?
Your burp.
Sorry about that.
I tasted it in my mouth.
Have some.
Oh,
Get some.
I have some. It's frothy.
Where's your bathroom fan? Huh? Yeah. Be
terrible audio.
It would be. It'd be like the sump pump from the early days.
Yeah. Another home project fix that problem. I don't know. I mean, Rogue One turned out great, and they had a ton of reshoots. Han Solo's going through it right now. Who the hell knows? I mean,
don't.
We really can't judge it until the final
The Shadow
product
knows.
come out.
That's the correct answer, right?
I know nothing about the Shadow.
You know nothing about the Shadow?
Very little.
What evil lurks inside the hearts of men? The Shadow knows?
I know very little.
Okay. That's more of like a radio serial than it was like a comic book, wasn't it?
No, that was a comic.
Oh.
He has a comic book right now where he's teaming up with Batman before they spin it off into a new ongoing.
Okay, cool.
Fun facts.
See? Look at that. I brought something to the table inadvertently.
I don't know. I mean, we can't judge it until we see the final product. The film is going to have to be solely based on the merits of the film, mostly because we know there's been all of these reshoots that came out of a personal tragedy, so I think you just have to take everything off the table when talking about this movie and just look at the product.
Let's see what happens when...
Whatever, I mean, because we don't know what kind of executive orders have come in, we don't know what happens with the director change. Like, for as much as people are going to be like, that's a Whedon scene, that's a Snyder scene, guess what? You're not going to actually know.
At what point do you think that they might think about pushing the release date back?
They're not going to.
So that's mid-November. This is mid-August. That's September, October. That's 3 months.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right.
That's the Justice League news. Schwarzenegger came out this week talking Terminator. He says the reason that he is going to be involved in the Terminator franchise is we're going to learn why the Terminator looks like Schwarzenegger. Which was there was a deleted scene for Terminator 3. I don't know if you ever saw it.
No.
It was like Schwarzenegger playing an American, like, deep Southerner with a deep Southern accent. There's a reason it was a deleted scene.
Because it's bad?
It's real bad.
It's not good.
But that also makes it seem like it's not going to be a full reboot and they're going to be trying to connect it to the other movies. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm looking for good news. Do we have any good news? Anything that's uplifting and happy and exciting?
Yes.
Okay, please, lay it on me.
Now that Adam West is dead, there's a trailer for his final appearance as Batman.
The way you say it, though, is like they're waiting for him to die. Now that he died, we can release the trailer.
No, I just thought I'd just keep on adding on the sad news. But the trailer for Adam West's final performance as Batman in Batman vs. Two-Face was released.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good trailer. We talked about it before. It's kind of a throwback. You've got Shatner involved.
Who is not hamming it. Oh, he's hamming it up so bad I can't even get through that
sentence. He is not overacting at all.
Get the lead out before I get the lead in.
Well, I believe that's probably script and not him ad-libbing.
It's his performance.
I like those kind of lines out of a cheesy villain, though. Man, come on. Don't hate on him like that.
And I should have done and I was thinking about this earlier. I'm like, I should really double-check my facts here, but I'm not gonna. If memory serves, because Two-Face was never in the original 66 show, that there was a script written for Two-Face to go in, but the showrunner, Bill Dozier, just hated the script writer, so he just never let the show happen, and this movie is based off of said script.
Oh, it looks like it's fun. Nice and campy.
Now that I'm saying that out loud, I feel really accurate about what I'm saying. So it's that, 100%. I'm sure I'm slightly off, but that's the gist of it.
Alternative facts.
Slightly misremembered, probably closer.
Don't we long for the days of misremembering?
Yes.
Carrying on.
Hey, look, there's a page of a helicopter being shot down over there.
That's upsetting. Come on, man. Why you gotta be like that?
There is.
I know, but that's sad.
They all survived. So did Brian Williams.
Can we continue on? You're not allowed to go down the rabbit hole. Stay out of the rabbit hole.
Let's go to Netflix news.
I like Netflix.
Jessica Jones Season 2, a photo was released showing that David Tennant is returning as the Purple Man. Spoilers, I guess. He was killed at the end of Season 1.
Was he?
Neck snapped. Good times. I guess we'll see what they do. Who the hell knows? I mean, he was so insanely good. Yeah, bring him back. Something Marvel is hurting for, it's good villains, and he's been one of the best, if
David
anything.
Tennant is He's a good actor, period.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
He was Barty Crouch in the Harry Potter movie. He played a really good villain there.
He's Scrooge McDuck in the new DuckTales right now.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, is that out or is it like still
I
being...
think that just came out like this week.
I love DuckTales.
Woo-hoo!
DuckTales, which had spin-offs.
I can't remember the name of the pilot, but yes.
The spin-off was Darkwing Duck.
What's the pilot? Oh, whatever, doesn't matter.
The pilot of what?
The pilot in that thing,
Oh, that's Launchpad McQuack.
There you go.
I thought you were talking like the pilot as in like
the episode.
the first episode. No, Launchpad McQuack.
We'll see what they do with the character. He was insanely dark in Jessica Jones, but the reality is the comic book version that the Jessica Jones TV series was based on was a lot darker.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the TV and we might have talked about this before, I don't remember. But in the TV show, basically his whole power set is whatever he says you do. It's like a hypnotic power. And he hypnotized her into having like a year-long sexual relationship with him. In the books, it's a lot darker. He hates that he's been beat up by Spider-Man and Daredevil so much, and he finds Jessica Jones, who's the superpowered character, and he makes her fall in love with him, but he doesn't have sex with her. Instead, he gets random girls off the street and has sex with them in front of her while she's like bawling her eyes out because she's like hopelessly in love with him.
That's cold.
That is dark.
That's wicked dark.
Let's go there, show.
That's super dark. That's like Tinder. Like that guy's like rocking Tinder with a girlfriend.
Yes.
Only no, I don't know.
That was a weird comparison.
I'm trying to modernize it a little bit.
But yeah, I mean, he's back, so that's good. The Defenders had their final trailer because their show comes out this Friday. All 8 episodes.
Let me guess. You're going to make me watch it.
You make it sound like it's forced. It should be a positive thing. The reviews have been okay.
Okay.
They haven't been outstanding. They've been like, yeah, it's...
Is it going to be better than Iron Fist?
Everything says it's better than Iron Fist. Everything says 75% of the show is good, except that Iron Fist guy still sucks.
Oh, wow. Which he's like the star of the trailer.
I'm really summing up the reviews there, but that's been the general reaction.
Okay, good to know.
3/4 of it is fine. 1/4 is bad. So apparently it wasn't just the scripting, it's also just the actor.
75% isn't bad. If you're like a baseball player or an NFL quarterback, 75% completion percentage is really good. Career.
But, I mean, yeah, last trailer dropped. I still think it looks good. And even though I did have a pretty big dislike for Iron Fist, it was really good seeing Luke Cage and Iron Fist together, like best bros from the books. There's a few shots of them like fighting back to back, which I enjoyed.
Hiding behind Luke Cage getting shot up.
I mean, he's built like a tank. If you're going to hide behind someone, hide behind the...
bulletproof person.
Who's also massive.
Yes, those are two... When in
he looks like a linebacker.
Oh, bigger than a linebacker. Yeah, maybe a linebacker.
He's a large man.
He's a big boy. Congratulations, by the way, for saying the word linebacker and knowing what a linebacker was. It's getting to be sports ball season, Zach. Touch points coming up soon.
I play stickball.
That's a real game.
I know.
You don't play stickball.
No.
Have you ever played stickball?
It's too old-timey now.
It's too old-timey. It's a fun game.
Yeah, so the Defenders, what else happened this week?
I got punched in the nose again.
Stop doing that.
True story. Can you tell how swollen my face is, by the way?
No, I can't.
That's because
Did you break it again?
I don't know if I broke it again or not, but I got punched wicked hard. We were doing a drill and a kid...
Is this the 3rd time? 4th?
I lost track, dude. So we're doing a drill, working on fake handoffs, and the kid came up over the top for whatever reason, right down across my hat, and it hit me right across the nose. It hit me so hard, my hat spun around backwards.
Wear a helmet.
I'm probably going to.
Just start wearing a helmet wherever you go.
Then I sneezed later on yesterday afternoon, and a blood clot came out of my nose.
Lovely.
It was awesome. Kind of stuck right to my inside of my elbow as I sneezed. I was like, "Achoo!" And I'm like, "Oh wow!" And there's a blood clot on my arm.
Let's talk about the Monsterverse. King Kong, Godzilla, all those things.
Oh, that cool trailer we watched a while ago?
No.
Oh.
No, not that one. So, a tease for the new Godzilla movie is they're going to have a connection to the old one. In the original movie, it's a really stupid idea and one that got recycled for Batman Begins. The thing that kills Godzilla is a device they stick in the ocean called an oxygen destroyer that literally turns him into a skeleton.
Does it?
He comes back a bunch.
Well, it's Godzilla.
Yeah.
Of course. But wait, is it takes all the oxygen out of the ocean?
Yeah,
Do you realize that would kill every living thing on the planet?
I think it's just in the direct vicinity, if memory serves. But yeah, they showed an image of the oxygen destroyer being in the next Godzilla movie. I'm like, why not? It's a silly idea. Batman Begins kind of stole it.
Yeah, because especially like all of the other water in Gotham would have been. There's so many plot holes to that.
I think my favorite, and certainly not mine, was one of the like how it should have ended videos where they showed someone like making pasta.
Yeah.
And all of it evaporating made them go insane. Because no one in Gotham made pasta right then.
No. Ramen, mac and cheese, boiled eggs.
But then the other, this is a little bit funny, and take it as you will, because I saw people reporting on it in different ways. Video series I know you're a fan of, and I'm more 50-50 on it. CinemaSins.
I love CinemaSins.
They released a Everything Wrong with Kong Skull Island today.
Oh, did they? I know what I'm watching when I get home.
And the director had a mini meltdown on Twitter.
Did he really?
Which, it went on for a little while, and I'm reading, and I'm like, valid, it's like, all right, valid point. We've made many points now. Okay, it's getting weirder. And then it turned into the really weirder when he was like, this guy is like Trump and just says things because he can. Maybe he'll try and watch the whole video again later, but instead I might put a nail through my dick. This guy is exactly like Trump, and it just went on from there. I'm like, now we've moved into the weird.
Did he really say, I'm going to put a nail through my dick?
If he has to watch the whole thing again, yes.
That seems really extreme.
Yeah, it was just super...
It seems really... Does he understand that, like, sometimes on CinemaSins, they'll take, like, really good movies, like, that the guy who does the videos likes, but no movies without sin?
I'm 50-50 on it. Sometimes I think it's funny, other times I think it's not, and it's just more of...
Nitpicky?
No, it's more that I understand that, especially for YouTube, you have to have a 10-plus minute video to actually show up on, like, recommended searches,
Yeah.
and the longer you have a video, the more ads you can put in, so I can understand the need to fluff things out, whether or not I agree with it.
But I would say that you also are kind of like the CinemaSins guy. You get real nitpicky on movies, and...
Yeah, and... It was just, the guy was like insulting. He's like, this is like dumbing down art and people are believing this and it like ruins the conversation. I'm like, not every movie is art. Sometimes a movie is just a movie and that's okay.
Last time I checked, Kong Skull Island is not exactly like a cinematic masterpiece in character development and storyline.
It has some interesting shots. I think that
Yeah.
there was an effort to pay homage to the past and there is definitely some shots, but at the end of the day, it's just a studio film and it's just a movie and that's fine.
Yeah. I would say comparing the satires to President Trump is a bit much.
Giving yourself tetanus through castration is also bad.
Well, it's not really castration if he's putting it through his dick. Castration involves the balls.
I'm just assuming it's going all out here, but
I guess
I don't know.
It depends on how he's going to put the nail through his penis.
And after
Is he going through like perpendicular or parallel?
Because I read this independently, and then I was like, I wonder what. Because I'm sure there were articles written about it, and I was right. And I saw something like, the director of Kong Skull Island just like shot down CinemaSins in the best way possible. Like, did he? Because it was kind of whiny, and it went on for a really long time.
I kind of want to find this rant. What's his name?
Jordan Vogt something. If you look up like Jordan VOGT, you should be able to find it.
Jordan Vogt Roberts.
That's the one.
All right. Oh, here's one. One of the sins is, would it have killed you to show the guy falling into Kong's mouth, or was that too gruesome considering you later have a graphic shot of a guy getting impaled by a spider leg? His response is, it's called a match cut or graphic rhyming, so yes, I could have shown it, but that was a choice that has nothing to do with a graphic shot later. I love film criticism, and I love negative reviews if the author makes compelling and well-written arguments.
I kind of enjoy the opposite. I like if someone gives me negative criticism, it makes no damn sense. I think that's much funnier.
Yes. Oh, yeah, here we go. Maybe I'll return to this and watch their entire video if it doesn't make me hammer a nail through my dick and point out more errors. Wow. Well, he's entitled to that, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't have to like criticism of a thing, but I don't recommend publicly whining about criticism.
That, to me, like...
Hashtag fake criticism.
Well,
hashtag fake news.
You've got to put yourself
Hashtag
out
sad.
there. When you are a director of a film... or you're in the public eye, you're putting yourself out there to allow other people to criticize or value or judge or respond or review what you've put out there.
Especially when you're a tentpole movie and people are going to see it.
Yeah,
Whatever.
and you can't not I mean, how would we have reacted if people gave negative reviews to the movie? The movie got decent reviews. It made a ton of money. And this is one guy on YouTube, and this is what this is the hill he's choosing to die on? That's like somebody getting pissed off at Weird Al for parodying their song.
I wouldn't argue that, because Weird Al at least makes a thing his own.
He does make a thing his own, and he always gets permission. But, I mean, like, it's that kind of realm. Like,
he was just on Last Week Tonight this week. It was hilarious.
Weird Al?
Yeah, he did a song for North Korea, pleading with them not to bomb us.
I heard that. I haven't heard the song, but I heard he was on that, yeah.
It was really funny. But yeah, there was that. I just thought it was stupid. Kind of the end of my thought.
Is that this week's irrational...
This week's
Internet?
stupid news?
Oh, is that back like when we had the one segment on Twitter, Where's the Beef?
Oh, yeah.
Could be like the Where's the Beef?
We found the beef. It was between Cinema Sins and Jordan Voight Roberts.
Should it be my job every week to find a Twitter beef and bring it to the show?
I mean, you can.
All right, there we go.
This one I had to find on my own, and I read it. I'm like, this is
The
really
Twitter,
dumb.
Where's the Beef?
The dog is sleeping on our material.
It's technically your material. I borrowed it.
And then let's finish with comic book news, being this is a comic book show.
Oh.
News came out about the Superman Year One story that Frank Miller is going to be doing. Apparently, John Romita Jr. is going to be doing the art. Both of these guys are relatively controversial. Or I shouldn't say controversial. I should say divisive. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I fall the middle ground. I usually do. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not. It's fine.
You don't really have thoughts or opinions on anything.
I just told you the con guy was kind of whiny.
Yeah, I know. That was sarcasm because you tweeted out specifically last week when we left Dark Tower, I have thoughts.
But apparently Superman Year One is going to be in the style of the Daredevil Man Without Fear. So it's not going to be a strict origin story, but it's going to be kind of before he finds himself as Superman. You know, it's basically Smallville the comic, apparently.
Okay.
Are you going to have a 24-year-old cast as a 14-year-old again?
Not the weirdest thing that's ever happened in Hollywood.
I just remember, I didn't really watch that show, but I do remember seeing them be like, he is 24 and he's playing a freshman. He looks older than I look right now at 29, playing a freshman in high school.
Listen, Kryptonians age differently than us humans, okay? Let's cut them some slack, please.
I'm like, who's that adult they have tied to a cross? Do you remember those images? Way back in season 1?
That's way back.
Yeah,
Is it in a cornfield or something?
Yeah.
Very Children of the Corn-like.
Yeah, I was like,
come play with us.
I was like, oh, okay, young Clark Kent. Then I'm like, he's supposed to be 14? What 14-year-old looks like that?
And then you immediately set out to look like that 14-year-old. Old and jacked.
Weird sentence. I want to be Smallville 14. Top 10 comics of July came out.
Oh, okay, yes.
Countdown, number 10.
Brrr.
Weird noises. Spider-Man 2, number 1. Peter Parker, Miles Morales story. There might be another Miles Morales in this universe.
Da, da, da.
Walking Dead, number 169. More Walking Dead. Always cracks the top 10. Good on them. Number 8. Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe again. Number 1. This makes sense because apparently for Marvel sales figures, Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe has been consistently one of their best-selling graphic novels ever since it came out. Number 7. Star Wars number 33. No surprise there, it's Star Wars. Number 5 and number 6. Secret Empire number 6 and number 7. Marvel's big event right now, continues to have strong sales.
By the way, watching Pawn Stars last night, because I just stumbled across it, there was a Star Wars comic book from the original movie. It was Star Wars, I think it was number 3. It was the Battle on the Death Star edition. I learned a lot about it. And how, like, Marvel did a deal with Star Wars because Marvel's sales were hurting.
Before the movie was even out.
Was it before the movie was out?
Yeah, and then they started doing...
But this person brought in, it was number I think it was number 3, and it was signed on the front by Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford, and Mark Hamill.
Wow.
All right, in ballpoint pen because that's what they used to sign. And the only thing that kept it from being worth more than just the signatures was the fact it was one of the 30-cent editions and not a 35-cent edition.
Yeah, that was depending on what state you were in. The ones that have the 5-cent difference are
they're more rare.
Yeah,
but like the comic itself, the book before the signatures was like $50, and then the signatures were worth like $3,000 maybe. So had it been the 35-cent edition, that thing would have been 5 figures. That's incredible.
Yeah. No, for whatever reason, different states had different like taxes. So certain books were, or all the books had like a 5-cent difference, and the ones that were 5 cents more are much rarer.
But it was like mint condition. Did you know that it has 8 pages before the centerfold and 8 pages after? Now you know.
Number 3 and 4, Batman number 26 and Batman number 27. None of these books are surprising.
No.
Number 2, Astonishing X-Men number 1. This number 2 came out this week. So far, I'm really enjoying this series. Written by Charles Soule, who is currently doing Darth Vader and Daredevil. Thank you, dog. And number 1, Dark Days, The Casting, a prequel to Dark Knight's Metal, which is starting this week. Do you want to see all of the Justice League form a giant Voltron robot and beat up things and Batman ride a dinosaur? Well, I have the book for you.
Because it was number 1.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it will be for next month.
Oh, okay.
For August, but yeah. Dark Knight's Metal started this week, and the prequel was the number 1 selling book last month. I imagine they're going to do fairly well if the slightly connected prequel book did the best.
Nice job doing your Casey Kasem of comics.
I'm Casey Kasem, and
keep your feet on
those
the
are
ground and reach for the
comics,
stars.
I guess. That's the news. That felt like a long news segment.
It was a long news segment, very long news segment, longer than last week.
So there's that.
We live in a country where never mind, I'm not going to say it.
From there, let's move on to our topic of Jared's Reading Corner.
You sound so, hesitant. Let's try this again. Now, time for Jared's Reading Corner.
I was trying to think of a better way to intro than I just stuck with the title.
It's Jared's Reading Corner.
Thor Ragnarok is coming soon.
Yes.
In November.
3 months. 2.5.
So now that we've already covered Planet Hulk, let's cover the other side of what that movie's going to be based on. Thor, Ragnarok, and Roll.
Yes.
Well, more of, it's just an arc inside of a bigger arc. It's a thing.
Yeah. It's a little tiny run, kind of.
4 issues. We're really just cherry-picking the end when we get to the Ragnaroking. This is out of the best Thor run of all time. Very few people will say differently. From Walter Simonson's legendary run in the 80s, story and art by him, and it kicks a hell of a lot of ass.
It was really, there's a lot happens. There's
I
no...
I shouldn't have said that ahead of time. I was like, now what is your opinion? You were like, I really didn't like it. Well, the world disagrees.
Well, no, I didn't say I didn't like it. It's just a lot happens. There's not a panel. There's no panel of rest in this thing. It is just pedal to the metal.
It is the apocalypse.
That is what Ragnarok is, yes. In Norse
mythology?
Jesus.
North mythology.
Norse mythology.
Those are words.
These are words. These are. No, but what's real interesting, we get some really good art. It's my first time really reading Thor.
Your first time with Simonson.
Yes.
I mean, he's still working. He's a legend.
I love a lot of the language in here. It's very, very cool. But the beginning, so he did the words and the art.
Yep.
So this is all him.
Yeah, primarily.
We meet Beta Ray Bill right away. This reminded me of this one panel here.
Balder the Brave.
Balder the Brave is talking with
Carnilla,
the Queen of the North, and he's it reminds me of looks like Hanna-Barbera animation, he's He-Man or something. But anyway.
Balder's had sometimes. He was in hell for a while, walking across an endless desert. He was a pacifist and they had to kill a bunch of people. It was a whole thing.
So, the basic gist of it... Oh, went too far.
Starting back, this is beginning at Thor number 350 and going through 353. This has been building for all of Simonson's run. It's been about a year into it. And all throughout it, we've seen the giant fire demon Surtur forging his sword Twilight for basically a year, and now Surtur has come and he is here to light the eternal flame that's supposed to be in Asgard so he can kill everyone. Backstory, done.
Yes. So he has a great plan, and the first thing we get is Beta Ray Bill.
Giant horse face, demon thing. Cyborg.
Yes, with the power of Thor.
A Corbinite.
As I understand it.
Yeah, he has his own hammer.
Yeah, and he can act like Thor, and he gets to control Asgard's forces. But they're all called back to the battle plane of Virgid. Or is it, Vigrid.
Let's not deal with Thor pronunciations, because they suck.
Yeah. But anyway, Odin's like, hey, everybody, we should gather up on this giant battlefield, because I want to tell you a story about somebody who's going to try and end the world, and it's our job to stop it.
Why is it Surtur the fire demon, ruler of Mustfulheim.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Mustfilheim.
I really tried there. I don't know.
Um,
Am I right? Probably not.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I gotta stop saying things like that. I just know you're gonna get sound bites of me now. Am
I
I
love
right? Always and forever.
Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to anybody. Muspelheim. Yeah, the oldest of all who live. So Odin, the Allfather, has a plan to send all of the troops out to meet him, but he's going to stay behind in Asgard with Heimdall.
Just in case.
Yeah, and he's also going to send Frigga away with all the kids, which Odin lies to a kid like, I'm sending you to like protect her because I know she would stay, but I'm telling her she needs to protect you, but you need to protect her. What a lie.
There's a lot of kids in Asgard.
Yeah, Bang City. It is the City Eternal, so.
It's mostly Volstag's kids. He has so many kids.
Volstagg.
They mostly recently just died in fire.
That sucks for Volstagg.
Yeah. Side note, read the current Thor run. Spoiler alert, child death. And lots of it.
So this battle begins, and where does this battle take place?
Midgard.
No, New York.
Well, Midgard is Earth.
Well, fair enough, yeah, but
Takes place in the city.
yeah, the city, New York, the Big Apple. It always happens in New York. What have people in New York done so wrong to deserve this? The city is in ruin. These fire demons come spilling out of this portal, and Thor's like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll generate a giant rainstorm. That'll put them out. Guess what that does? It opens up the friggin' Bifrost. Wrong. Thor, you screwed up again.
One of my favorite things in here is, I mean, you'll see some friendly competition stuff between Marvel and DC a bunch of times. One of the things that gets all of the demons to Midgard is via Doom Tube. Like, just put a little line in there, it becomes a boom tube. Like, Dark Side. Like,
It rhymes.
they just stole the boom tubes.
Whatever.
It's fine, I don't
Who
really
cares?
care. Basically, Ragnarok is coming. Surtur, taller than buildings, with his sword Twilight, his kicking ass demons are falling down. All of Earth's heroes assemble. The
Avengers are there.
The Fantastic Four. A bunch of characters I forgot existed are there.
Captain Marvel's there. There was some Captain
Yeah,
Marvel.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
The Kree warrior.
Yeah, but things aren't going so well during this fight at all because the fire demon, well, guess what? He makes it to Asgard.
It's an illusion. So Thor leaves Midgard, leaving Beta Ray Bill in charge. He's like, I gotta get back to Asgard. Only Heimdall and Odin are there, and they're gonna get their asses handed to them.
Which they do.
So please protect the Earth, heroes of Earth and Asgardians who are here to just
Kick ass.
stab demons,
Take names.
hammer demons. It's like, you, Beta Ray Bill, best bud,
You're in
hammer
charge.
them to death. Sif, ex-girlfriend, stab away.
Human Torch. Light them up. Wait a minute. They're already on fire. Nobody should have brought the Human Torch to this party. Nobody. Johnny Blaze had no business there.
Johnny Storm.
Johnny Storm.
Johnny Blaze's Ghost Rider. Come on.
Sorry, my
Johnny
bad.
Blaze would be a better name for the Human Torch, though.
It really would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But
What
he
are you
does.
doing, Stan?
He does take Reed Richards' anti-gravity machine device thing to fly some guy to Britain.
Oh, don't even... I wasn't even going to deal with that part of the story, because
Oh.
unless you've been reading there's other stuff happening in this arc other than just the Thor stuff, if you've been reading all along. Basically, they turn on Winter, and Johnny takes a guy who's been involved with the Walter Simonson run to go turn off Winter.
Oh, cool.
Quick version.
Wow.
Thor returns to Asgard.
And there's a big fight, and Thor loses.
Really badly.
Yeah, like
He's like,
horrifically.
Surtur, you will never get to, through my father, your chances of igniting the eternal flame to destroy the Nine Realms will never happen. So says Thor. And then he just gets his ass handed to him in like 5 seconds.
And Heimdall. Heimdall got his ass kicked too.
Hey, he got thrown off the bridge.
Yeah, through the bridge, actually. It wasn't off of it. It was through it. Look at that. It's through the
It
bridge.
shatters the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, which little flakes of rainbow land on Earth. So there's a lot going on there. But Sif's like, oh no.
Yeah, if you compare the Rainbow Bridge like in the movies, they try and like add some bright colors in this. Like back in the day, it was just a straight rainbow they walked on.
Yeah, just rainbow. Rainbow Bridge. Bifrost.
A manly rainbow.
Yes, very manly. Takes you to other realms.
Good passageway.
Yes, effective. Gets the job done. So, meanwhile, you got this battle raging on Earth, which somehow it ends up in the Sahara Desert. I kind of missed out on that, or just kind of maybe was in a trance when that battle transferred from New York to the Sahara. Just looking for some clarification on that. I wasn't wrong in reading that they were in the desert, right?
Were some of them transported there?
Yeah, see? Meanwhile, deep in the Sahara Desert, the earth, the forces of Asgard led by Pedri Bill stand against the overwhelming odds of the demons of Muspelheim.
Oh yeah, because demons are pouring in from all over the world, including these doorways that they need to shut down in order to stop this demonic invasion of Earth.
Yeah, you know who else is there? Vision and Hercules. Hercules is here.
Oh yeah, he's a Marvel character too.
Oh, apparently so.
He's
And
pretty
there's-
closely tied in with Thor and Hulk.
There's Enchantress. She's involved.
She's got a thing for Thor.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at him. Hunk.
With that hair. Long, beautiful hair.
Basically, it all winds up with Loki coming back, who's just been kind of... Who knows where Loki's been? I don't.
I mean, Look, he was in Hell for a while. He had helped out... What's his name? The Dark Elf.
Oh, that's Malekith.
Yeah,
Malekith.
Malekith.
Yes.
There we go. He's been doing a lot of things. He went to Hell, made Balder the Brave kill a bunch of people. It's been a whole thing recently. Loki has been very busy in this run.
He's got a lot of things going on.
But before Surtur to get all the way back to Asgard, Odin stands toe-to-toe with him.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's Odin time, baby.
And Odin gets turned into an Odinsicle.
Yeah, Odin also loses very quickly. Everyone's losing very fast.
The All-Father became the All-Ice Cream.
They keep making these epic grandstands. They're like, it is time.
Nope.
Nah.
Time for you to lose, sir. Time for you to lose.
So Surtur, gigantic fire demon, massive sword, has defeated all of Asgard's defenses. He's tricked everyone into leaving Asgard to go to Earth to fight a bunch of demons that are kind of inconsequential, even though New York is being totally destroyed.
Again.
Yeah. Thor is down.
It's a
Odin
trap.
is down. And Surtur is about to light the eternal flame.
By the Bangles.
All right.
It's a good song.
I'm doing a lot with my hands.
You are.
It's making it more epic for me.
I like it. You're getting into it.
And just as he goes up to the eternal flame to light twilight and destroy the 9 realms, continue.
Thor shows up.
Nope.
Odin breaks out of the ice. Which happened first?
Nope. Loki.
Oh,
It's
Loki.
It's
Loki.
Okay.
All those things happen, though. I just did it in the wrong order.
Loki shows up. He's like, hey, guess what? That's not the eternal flame because it turns out if you destroy the 9 worms, Loki can't rule them. So F off, pal.
Yeah, I'm going to be good for a moment because I want to be bad.
Pew, pew, pew. He flips them off. Those noises were.
Yeah, Loki fingers.
Yeah. And Surtur's like, what? How dare you? And then Thor gets up, breaks out Odin. And a moment that has to be in this movie, because we know Surtur's in there. I mean, I know the only real shot we got of him was the Hulk fighting him.
Yes.
But it's even the graphic novel that we're reading out of. It's the cover of the graphic novel. It was the cover of the issue this is in. Odin, Thor, and Loki against Surtur in a final showdown. And it is epic as all hell. Odin stands above. He just goes, for Asgard. Thor goes, for Midgard. And Loki just goes, for me. Yeah. And it's so great. And the 3 of them just go at Surtur. All out, hardcore.
I love that line. Thor's like, I'm going to swing around my hammer so even the sky turns red with fury.
He doesn't do it in this, but one of my old favorite Thor things to do like in the 60s, he'd be like, I'm swinging my hammer by its thong.
Hey, you swing it by what you got, man.
He said thong so much in the 60s. It's hilarious to
Well,
me.
it's a leather strap is what a thong is.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Thor has a mighty thong.
Yes, on the end of his unwielding hammer.
But the 3 of them take down Surtur, mostly Odin, who shoves Surtur into an abyss, and then Odin's dead.
Or is he?
For a while.
Yeah, I mean, he fell into an abyss.
I mean, this is epic. Walter Simonson's run on Thor is the best run on Thor, and this is
The mighty Thor.
This is kind of somewhere in the middle of it. But actually, it's probably lower in the first half. But either way, it's insane. It's epic. It gets all of the Marvel heroes fighting an army of demons. We get Beta Ray Bill, we get Sif, we get the Warriors 3. Frigga's got her own story going on that we didn't even talk about with a troll. Thor's human buddy, whose name I'm blanking on, is doing a thing with Johnny Storm.
Oh, yeah, because he shot the gun behind Beta Ray Bill, and he's like, oh, you're not Thor. No, I'm Beta Ray Bill. I'm kind of like Thor. I'm Thor Light. Diet Thor.
But I don't know. That was just kind of a quick summary of what's maybe gonna happen in the movie, maybe not. We only touched on like really the Thor stuff when there's a ton more happening in these issues. And this is only a small segment of Walter Simonson's run. Read this. This is the best. This is the best Thor ever gets.
I love the art.
Simonson is amazing. He is one of the all-time best comic artists.
The art's great. The coloring is great. It's just lively. It's vibrant. It's action on every page and in every panel. There's no let up, no rest. There's so many little side stories happening too. I was entertained. I was lost at times because I don't know a lot about Thor.
Well,
I was entertained.
The problem is you also jumped in like a year into the run. And this whole, like, the whole past year was building up to this, and then I was just like, let's just read the end of it.
Give me the good parts.
I just gave you the Ragnarokin.
The Ragnarok and roll. There was also Ragnarok and Ruin, Doom, and Doom 2, I think, were the...
Yeah. But Simonson's run is unparalleled as far as Thor. I mean, there's been other good Thor stories. Michael J. Straczynski did great stuff. What Jason Aaron has been doing for the last couple of years has been probably my second favorite run on Thor compared to Simonson's, and Jason Aaron has had more time to do it. I mean, he's still kicking ass. I mean, Mighty Thor right now is probably my favorite Marvel book coming out, as long as you're cool child murder. And a lot of it.
Infanticide?
Yeah, it's dark. It is real dark.
Wow.
Okay. We don't really have a scale for comics. Just buy them. They're really good. Right now you can get them all in trade paperback. And this September, if you're interested, they're going to be, this has been out of print for a while, they're going to be re-releasing the Walter Simonson Thor omnibus with this whole run, which is personally one that I'll be getting for myself.
Yeah.
Because this is best Thor run in the best format you can have it in. Yeah, I'm signing up. It's not really a hard choice.
They've got your money.
Yeah.
Well,
unfortunately, it's also coming out like the same time as the Planet Hulk omnibus and the World War Hulk omnibus. I'm like, so many.
All of the things.
But the Simonson one, man, this is killer stuff. It's so good. And I think we're going to be seeing a good chunk of this story in the movie. I mean, it certainly seems to be leaning that way. All of the Hela stuff, the Cate Blanchett character, she had a lot of relevance in a couple of other parts of Walter Simonson's whole arc. They're not part of this one. I think they'll probably be picking more from this more than the Hela stuff, even though Hela will probably be the main villain. I doubt Surtur is going to have a ton of personality. I bet he's just going to be like a minion of Hela, but we'll see.
A massive CG character.
That the Hulk dives at his face.
And the Hulk looks tiny.
Oh yeah, Surtur is a great character. I mean, even, I know I've been talking a little bit about the current run of Thor, but like his daughter is running around right now and burning a bunch of stuff and kicking some ass, and it's great.
Just raising immortal hell.
Yeah, man. Simonson's Thor is one of the best comic runs of all time. Buy it, read it, get it how you can. Preferably from me.
Yes.
But, yeah,
I was entertained.
That's what we have to say. The puppy wants a belly rub.
The puppy's getting a belly rub, and now it's time for...
Oh, yeah, letters to the editors.
Oh, yeah.
Now for my favorite part of the show. What's that say? Talk to the audience. Oh, God, this is always dead.
Here's another one of your letters to the editors.
You could not be any less excited, yeah.
No, it's just one of those if I don't have a level of excitement, it's only because I don't think you can participate in this one.
Oh, okay.
Those happen sometimes. I'm
well,
sorry.
Can I read it then?
I guess I can pull it up.
Okay.
It's no longer.
I'd like to contribute.
It's no longer an unread email because I wrote down an abbreviation of it.
You read it. What's the weirdest / coolest real person cameo in your comic reading?
There has been a ton of real life cameos in comic books. One of my all time favorites, I don't remember. I say it's one of my all time favorites, and I can't remember the guy's name. There was a newscaster who showed up in a bunch of Marvel books, and then he also showed up in DC books, and they actually had to I think they had to go to court to decide if he was a fictional character or a real life person because he played a relatively significant role. And there's been all kinds of weird
like
stuff.
Walter Cronkite?
No, I'm sure he showed up. I mean, you see a bunch of real life news people or late night comedians or actors or all this stuff, but
Muhammad Ali.
That's not really a cameo.
He
just starred fighting Superman and won. I actually was watching some old boxing videos. I was watching top 10 Mike Tyson knockouts, top 10 Muhammad Ali.
Animal.
He's a beast. Oh my god.
Who, Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson was a bad dude.
The punches he throws, my god.
Oh yeah. He also said he was going to eat your children, so.
just people would crumple. It was insane. I was like doing the same with Muhammad Ali. He was insane too.
Muhammad Ali was a different kind of boxer, though. He was more...
He would throw out these punches that,
Oh, yeah.
well, like, Tyson's look like just these beast punches.
Tyson's were missiles hell-bent on destruction.
Muhammad Ali, like, I mean, he clearly is, but they almost look like almost these half-effort punches that the guy would just crumble.
Oh, yeah. Well, I
It
mean,
was so-
you always have the story of the Phantom Punch, which happened in Lewiston.
He was so fast. Yeah, he's great. Unrelated. Yeah, hot take. Muhammad Ali is a good boxer.
Wow.
I know.
I'm shocked that anyone would ever think that. You were really going out on a limb there.
I know. I am. But I think my all-time favorite cameo has to come when Reed Richards and Sue Storm get married. Like, it's like an amazing issue. Like, the two of them are getting married. It's the first, like, big comic book marriage ever. And everyone's invited. Like, all the Avengers show up, the X-Men show up, Spider-Man is in.
It'd be a hell of a time to commit a crime. I know where all the superheroes are.
Well, Doctor Doom, like, mind-controlled all of the supervillains to come attack the Fantastic Four's wedding. And it's a great issue. Everyone is fighting everyone. It is just they're trying to get married. But at the very end, everything, like, comes together. And I think it's Nick Fury. He goes up to Reed Richards. He's like, hey, a couple of guys are outside. And Reed's just like, they're not on the list. Tell those bums to get out of here. And it's Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
Oh, wow.
Who are trying to get to the Fantastic Four's wedding. And they're immediately kicked out.
That's awesome.
And the book ends with, like, the two of them. Stan and Jack did a few cameos back in the day. And, like, Jack would always draw, like, so you couldn't see their faces. Like, it was, like, this big mystery thing. But they're like, Stan, like, what are we going to do about this? He's like, don't worry about it. Jack, old buddy, will just screw them over in the next issue.
Well played.
And funny enough, it's probably my favorite Stan Lee cameo, even though it's a crap movie. In the second Fantastic Four movie, Stan Lee repeats that cameo, but in real life. He's trying to get into the wedding of Reed and Sue. He's some guy, like, looking down. I haven't seen this movie in years, but guy looking at the guest list. He's like, you're not on the list? He's like, no, but really, I am Stan Lee. And just seeing that cameo recreated in live action was really funny.
Good homage.
Yeah, best moment of a crap movie.
Oh. How do you really feel about Fantastic Four?
It's a real crap movie.
All right, there we go.
All right.
With Captain America as the Human Torch.
Yeah. Back in the day.
Talk to us about a couple of cool things going on at the store coming up just a couple of weeks away. You've got Steve Levine coming over, right?
Yeah, the 26th. Someone came up to me like, this week, like, how did you get Steve Levine?
That's next week, isn't it?
Not this weekend, next, the 26th.
Yeah.
It's just like, I emailed his wife and asked. End of story.
Okay, so we have Steve
I know it sounds epic.
at the store on Saturday the 26th.
Yep. I'll be doing a massive sale that day. 40% off back issues, like buy two, get one free on graphic novels. Something else, and just to be clear, I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I'm not applying that 40% to Polis because I announced the sale so far in advance. I don't want people trying to take advantage and just wait me out for a month.
Yep.
Sorry.
You don't have to buy anything to get Steve to sign it either, right?
No, Steve's signatures are free. I guess that's the big thing coming up. The 26th, because now the store is 2.
Yay.
Yay.
The store should be walking.
Oh, God. Is that what it should be doing? Right now it's stumbling on its face repeatedly, but damn it, it's trying.
It is. It's working hard. Still pooping itself, though. Still wearing diapers.
Oh, yeah.
Patreon.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to find the everything, editorsnotecomics.com, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, but of course, the all-important Patreon. If you want to get the show a day early every week, if you give $1 a month, it gets you that show, or this show, one day early every week, and my other show, the Buffy back issue bin.
You really had to think about what the title of your other show was.
I was listening back to this morning's cut. There were like 3 editing things. I was like, I should have. I don't have time to listen back to things. It's like I cut them and then I throw them out in the world. And if I listen back, I'm like, oh, I should have. Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, well.
I'm a one-man operation.
You are.
And I don't have time to listen back to a whole show before I. Whatever. Deal with it. Got real aggressive there.
Wow. Saucy.
But yeah, that show comes out a whole week early every week, and it just finished up a big story arc, and it's going to be getting into something new next week. So yeah, if you want to hop on that one, or go back to the beginning, it's going to be not a super long show. So
listen to them all.
Yeah,
the Buffy back issue bin.
It will only take you 50-something hours of your life to listen to all of it. It's wow, that show's like halfway done now, isn't it?
Yeah, you're almost.
Okay.
It's a 100-show run, right?
No, it's only gonna be 50-something.
Oh,
and I've just 25 came out today.
You're almost done recording it.
No, I've actually fallen behind a bit. I used to be like 10 weeks ahead, and I'm only like 5.
Oh, wow.
I know. Slacking.
Pedal back to the metal. And if you want to see your ugly mug at the store, 210 Water Street in Hollowell.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for everyone.
Well, no, not really. If you want to get comic books.
If you want to get comics, great. If you want to see me,
No, there could be worse things. I need to pop. I haven't been to the store in a while. I need to pop in.
looks similar-ish.
Does it?
I mean, I've added stuff probably.
Oh, okay. Like
Taking
new
other
comics.
things away.
Yeah, cool.
Maybe there's some new art up. Maybe there's not. It's definitely art on the way, which I'm looking forward to.
Ooh, we like art.
It's coming from Australia. It's going to take a while to get here.
That is half a world away.
Shipping not as bad as you would think.
Really?
It was like $30.
That's not that bad.
No, for a page, it's a relatively decent sized package.
Yeah.
Yeah, $30. Or that's what I got charged. I actually don't know what the guy's paying, but not that bad. Yeah, that was a tangent.
Anyway,
and you're on Twitter.
Yes, at Junior Rich. What's on next week's show?
Defenders.
Oh, yes, Defenders.
Only 8 episodes.
8 hours.
I'm going to watch them all, and you can, I don't know, do what you want to do.
I'll cherry pick.
You can always come over. We could feed you.
Ooh, when?
Trying to entice you. I don't know. I'm gonna start this on Friday.
It
comes out.
I got a scrimmage on Saturday, so I'm gone all day Saturday. I might be able to squeeze in some time on Sunday.
I said Friday.
I have things on Friday night.
All right. You didn't clarify that.
I have football Friday night, too, so.
All right.
Sorry.
Then no food for you.
I mean, I can't eat it all.
Yes.
Damn it.
Binge.
Binge.
Opposite of binge.
Starve?
Yes. Don't binge eat. No eat. We're watching The Defenders.
Yeah, we'll see you
8
next week
episodes, baby.
for The Defenders.